Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Farmers Dynasty. Yesterday, I'm going to go back to yesterday. I was sort of like experimenting with the fields. Well, basically, just to see if I could just cultivate this field, because originally there were peas on it. Cultivate it, fertilize it, and then seed it. And see what happens. See how much we might get from the harvest. I also did it on a field near the farm, and I put wheat on that one, just to see how many bales and things that we might get out of it, and how much grain. And the game kept crashing. Twice it happened, and lo and behold, I logged on this morning and there was an update. Basically, the update is now allowing you to, it recognises Xbox pads and like the steering wheel and things like that, and a joystick. So yeah, it actually, they've brought that in. So yeah, good news. But they've also increased the what they call it, the minivan rotation angle. So the crane, I'm not sure if that's anything to do with the crane or whether the movement of the vehicle. You know, when you're reversing, sometimes it sort of like takes, I don't know, a longer sort of like radius to turn. But I've not tried it yet. I've just logged in to where I left it earlier on this morning, just to see about these fields, to see if they will give us more grain and and more stuff. But what else have they put in there? They've put a few things which we'll probably go into. It says ploughing and cultivating does not remove fertilise, so fields can be fertilised prior to both groundwork. So by the sounds of it, you could perhaps plough your field, then fertilise it, and then cultivate it, that kind of thing. I don't know. We shall play it by ear and see. But I shall leave a link down below of the updates, or the patch notes, or whatever you want to call it. But if you find yourself liking this video today, if you'd be so kind to leave me a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Any comment you would like to leave, please feel free. So then, let's start by gathering all the crops from this field here. Now, I think on the last time we done this field, we got around about, I think it was about 2.5 trailer loads of peas. Is it? I think this is peas. So yeah, we hopefully it'll be around about the same. Let's jump on the old jobby here. Let's go into this. I think I've already emptied it. Yes, indeed we have. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to probably cut again as per usual, because not everybody likes to see this kind of thing. Me doing the hard graft, if you like, the hard work. So when I've filled the trailer up for the first time, we'll take it up to the old grain store up there, and we'll see what we get from it. So give me a few moments and I'll be back. Okay then, so as far as you just cultivating your fields rather than ploughing them, I wouldn't bother. You would need to plough them beforehand, because I've literally finished, as you can see. Pick that up and bring out the pipe. As you can see, I've clearly finished the field, and I've not even taken my first trailer over yet. It's almost full, I think. We will check it before we unload the harvester. Let's just check it. 83%. So, and how much is in there? So I think I might take the 83% over, just do 2 trips. There is actually 87% in there. Alright, so let's take a full trailer load over, sod it. You can stop it, you can stop the harvester from spilling or emptying, just by keeping a listen out for the beep, like that, even though it still carries on filling. So we've still got, look, we've only got 22% left in there, barely hardly worth keeping. So let's close that up. I've already harvested the wheat field. Now on the wheat field, I was actually on my first harvest, when the field was ploughed, cultivated, fertilised and seeded, I managed to get around about 35 bales, or maybe even a couple more. Problem, well, you'll see what the problem I'm having is over there in a moment. I've put all the bales inside the barn, but they sort of like glitched into the loose hay or straw on the ground there. So you've got a job to count them, but I think I've counted up to around about 35. So whether we're going to get 35 out of this harvest, we're not ploughing the field, I don't know. So if you want to bear with me again for a short while, actually I'll tell you what, I'll keep going and see how much we get for the trailer load. Now I have also bought 1 or 2 more fields. Now I did record an episode yesterday, as I said, but the game kept crashing and I wasn't prepared to spend any time on editing the video by sort of like adding another 10 minutes to the recording. So I decided just to record a totally fresh episode. So let's empty this bad boy out. So as you can see, I've got I had 31,000 in the bank. Now we've got 34. I'm happy with that. Now with the sale of the bales from the wheat field, we should hopefully get to around about 40,000 in the bank. So what I'm probably going to be doing, I might buy a few more fields, harvest any crops that might be on them, just to see if we can get some serious money, so we can get that tractor, or well, we need the tractor. We've got the truck, so it's the tractor that we're going to be needing next. Now they did actually lower the price of it. It was something like 90,000. I'll have to double check. It was originally 104, but even 90,000, it's a big ask. It's a big ask. Those 2 fields over there, as you can see in the background there, I think it was mace. I can't remember now. But there's 2 fields over there that I've already harvested. Well, I brought and harvested. We didn't really get much from the last field. We actually took a loss on the harvesting of the crops on it. So yeah, that was a bit of a shitter. But hey ho, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? But there's only 22% left in that, so I'm probably just going to waste that on the floor. So let's take the tractor back down to the farm. There's 1 or 2 other issues that I've been noticing quite a lot over the last week, or let's say a week, round about a week. You know that we've been upgrading our farm. Well, every time I seem to log in, there's doors that need painting, there's a fence that needs painting, the gazebo needs repainting or staining, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of bug in with that. I'm not sure if you guys are having the same sort of issues, but yeah, it's becoming a bloody headache. But as you can see, I've put new roofs on all the buildings. The chimney stack on the house is also being done. The silo is totally finished. Actually, we've got a lot of grain in that silo. It's probably about half full. So yeah, that needs to be emptied eventually. So if we can get the mill at a stage where it's paying a great deal of money for the wheat grain, then yeah, we're going to be... Actually, let's do a check on that now. Let's have a look. Scroll out. So yeah, wheat grain is just under 600 euros per ton. What is this bad boy offering? Yeah, look, there's a hell of a difference, but it's travelling, keep travelling backwards and forth. So, but it's going to have to be done eventually, because you know, we're not going to be wanting to keep grain in there 24/7, are we? So yeah. So anyway, let's park up the where we're going to put the trailer. Let's put the trailer inside the farm itself. We don't need this for a moment. So let's just park this in here. Leave enough room. There we go. Unhitch. Right, I'm going to quickly show you. Why does that keep happening? Every time I jump off the a truck or a tractor, the bloody scaffolding keeps popping up. Right, we'll check the truck out in a moment, but you'll see what I mean about. Look, now these fences have been done, believe it or not. They've all been done. And yet if I put the brush on there now, it'll say, yeah, okay, upgrade. So, you know what I mean, I don't know what's going on there. The same, like I said, with the gazebo. That needs, I think, restaining. We'll put that to the test shortly. Now, I've tried to see if you can upgrade the roof on the gazebo, but nothing seems to work. And the doors on the barns, now I put these to wood. These doors are supposed to be wooden and varnished or stained or whatever you want to call it. But each time I log back in, they're metal again. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't like the metal doors. They look so, I don't know, so plain and horrible. At least with the wooden doors, they do actually have character. Anyway, so we've got around about, as you can see, with the bales, look, they just glitching in through the old straw there. It looks like straw to me. Hay bales should be green because it's grass. Straw should be like a yellowy, goldy kind of colour, because that's what it is. There you go. But there is roughly around about 35 bales in there. We've got none scattered about, so I'm going to put that to the test on this field shortly and see how much we got. But let's have a quick look in the house, because I do believe, yeah, I need to rest 35%. Let me just check the old now see, I cleared that away yesterday, that scaffolding. Oh, what's going on with this game? What's going on? Oh, jeez. Anyway, let's go inside. Get the old eggs. Okay, we won't, because there's none in there. Okay, so I've obviously already picked those up. Close the door. Don't want the old chickens escaping. See, now look at this door here. This is like black. Let's say that's black. So why aren't those the same? That would probably be better than what those rotten old grey ones would be. But anyway, let's see what I mean about the shower. You can actually do a sneaky peeky in there to see if the wifey's in there, behaving herself, keeping herself clean. Right, so this is door number 1. Still needs painting. I've done this door and the one upstairs about 4 or 5 different times, and each time I log in, it needs to be painted again. So there you go. Anyway, let's rest. Notice I don't snore, but I talk in my sleep a lot. Right, let's feed ourselves. We've got plenty of tomatoes, because doing the old weekly resting, I'm able to sort of like get plenty of tomatoes from the greenhouse. So let's take a quick look at the truck, because they reckon that they've done work with this. So right, oh, I see. All they've basically done is they've made it, because before I think that was probably around about as far as it would go. So now you can go all the way around. And what about the wheel on the mouse? The wheel on the mouse just brings you in and out. So yeah, so it's still just left and right. There's still no up and down movement as such, but we're not worried about that. We know how to work the crane. Although when you've got stuff on the back, it shouldn't keep highlighting the green, you know, until perhaps maybe there should be a button that you could use to sort of like interact with the crane, so that sort of like pallet of bricks there is not always going to be showing up green. So anyway, so that looks as though all they've done to that. There is some kind of mat, I think, that they've put in it, but we should go into that later on. Now, if I was to park a little closer, say around here, that would kick me out and put me inside that door, or just the other side of that door. Yeah, don't know why that is, but hey ho. Right, so we've got enough money, whereas we could actually go and buy some cows. But before I think about doing that, I'm going to actually harvest, bale this field over here, just to see how many bales we actually. Oh, yeah, we don't need that one. Just to see how many bales that we actually can get from, from harvesting that field without ploughing. So if you want to bear with me for a short while, I shall get on with that. And let's attach this bad boy. Yeah, man, we're ready to rock and roll. So yeah, if you want to bear with me, then we'll have a look to see how many we get, and I'll bring you back as soon as we've finished. Right, welcome back again. Right, so we're going to get these bales picked up, and we shall count them along the way. So I think the trailer holds what, about 20. So I'm pretty damn sure there's nowhere in the lines of 35 bales here, but you never know. We shall see. Because when I was chipping the grain, there seemed to be quite an amount. Wasn't too sure on how many trailer loads, because what I was doing is I was just dropping it from the harvester into the silo rather than into the trailer. So anyway, let's get on with these bales. Hopefully, if we've got enough time today, we're going to go and buy ourselves a couple of cows. I think I'll start low with a low amount. Maybe get around about 4, perhaps, because I don't want to be wasting money. Because 4 is going to cost us 2,000 straight off. Not sure if we're going to need to get any sort of like different food for them, or whether the bales of hay or bales of straw would be enough. We shall see. Right. So anyway, look, I'm not going to bore you with me keep picking up these bales, but I'll stop when we get to around about 20, and then see what we're left with. Yeah, there's quite a few YouTubers that don't actually like to see you doing, jobs as they come up. So, like, I've missed one. Like ploughing or cultivating, sowing the seeds, fertilising. They don't like to see that. I don't know why. Because if you're following somebody, like now, I follow a couple of guys on Farm Simulator. I have done for quite some time. One is called Dagwin. I can't remember the other guy, but yeah, he's not that good. Not as good as old Dagwin. He explains things pretty clearly, which is good for me. But yeah, I don't mind watching their ploughing the fields, cultivating, and things like that. So let me know. I mean, I've only had one comment from one YouTuber basically saying, it's boring to watch when you're doing this kind of work. So let me know anyway, and if what we've been doing, just by sort of like cutting the video in between sort of jobs, if that's what you want me to carry on doing, please let us know, and we shall do that. Right, so we got 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that 15? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's 20. So right, there's 20 on there at the moment. So let's jump in the tractor and we'll be able to see how many we got left. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14. So yeah, it's still going to give us pretty well much the same kind of baleage as it did when it was ploughed first, because it's like I said, this field was not ploughed. It was just cultivated, fertilised and seeded. Right, so I am actually going to take these bales back up to the the sale point up there. And when I come back, we shall actually go and buy ourselves our first couple of cows. Okay, so give me a few moments. Right, so we've actually got 38 bales from that one field, and I'm pretty sure it's around about the same for the first harvest that we did when the field was actually ploughed. So yeah, the wheat itself didn't make much difference, but the peas most certainly did. So yeah, now you're probably saying, well, 38, that's 40, but I added two bales from the barn just to make a round figure. And so when we go to the sale point, we're going to get €3,000 for this trailer load. Right then, so once I've taken these off or sold these, we're taking Mosey on down to the old agricultural store, and we're going to buy ourselves some cows, see if there is any food that we need to buy with them. I can't remember if there was or not, and I'll meet you back at the farm once we're all done and dusty. Okay, there you can see we brought ourselves some cows. We got 4. All they seem to do is stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Now I have tried feeding one, and it when I stood here with the bale in my hand, it said drop, and you will see a message pop up. Let's do another one. I'm not sure if by placing it there it only feeds the one, or if it feeds all of them. I bought some of the chow as well for the food, so hopefully that will make it last longer. As you can see, it says press E to drop. There you go. HL food plus 200k. Right, okay, so I'm not sure how many times you would have to feed them. I'm going to do 4 bales because there's 4 cows. 4 cows? No, it doesn't say anything about dropping it there. Oh, it did then. What about you? It is rather tight in there, isn't it? Can I just drop it on the floor here? No, that doesn't work. Oh, there it did. Oh, there you go. Okay. Right, let's go and get another 1 or 2. So that would be 3 I've done. Was it 3? Or 2? Oh, we'll do another 2. There we go. Now then, on the let's have a look. That's my business there. Nothing on there. What about pressing the M? That doesn't bring anything up. Okay, so that's not brought anything up, but hey ho, we got 4 cows, so let's get 1 more bale. And like I said, I'm not too sure on how long the bales would last, whether you would have to feed them every single day, because if you do, that's going to be a whole heap load of wheat you're going to need to get hold of. Lay down, you old cow. Right, there's nothing coming up there. There you go, E. There we go. So there you go. So each time it keeps coming up with 200 kilograms. Lazy buggers, aren't you? Hey, you got big udders. You're going to give me some milk. I wonder now if the milk thing does actually work. Not sure. Not sure if that's implemented as yet. Let's try one of the tools. Scaffolding certainly isn't going to work. But we'll leave those. We'll leave them, and we should just come back every now and then and see what you know, what sort of condition they're in. What did that say then? I just saw some writing come up then. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that anyway. So let's close the doors just in case they decide they want to wander. Now, do we pick our eggs up? No, we got eggs. Sweet. Okay. I should have checked to see whether you were actually able to buy any more hens. I don't think you can, but we will do that eventually and see. Because like I said, all these coops that are available to us, we should be able to get more. Right. So, I think that's basically it for today. So, basically, is what we've done is we know that I'm not sure if it's because these fields actually belong to us when we took the farm on, because we bought that other field with the peas on. Whether that's not like registering properly as our own, I don't know, but we own it anyway. As well as, let me just bring up the map. So we actually own these two fields next to us here. We actually own this one here. As you can see on there, it says ploughed 0. Actually, it's going to say that, isn't it? Harvested 98 point. Yeah, okay. And the same with this one. Yeah. So we got these two, that one, and we've also got this one here. And we've also got the little one next to it. It looks as though it's one field, but it's not. They had totally. One had, oh god, I can't remember what it had on it, maize or something like that on there. So yeah, we got those two. Now I might look into buying this bad boy here, because look at the size of that one. That's like 2.5 acres. And maybe these three as well. Now there is one just up here. Oh, that's because of the old harvesters. No, there is another one. Where is it? So we come out of our farm here. There is one that's just got grass on it. I think it might be that one there. But as the mower, I have actually tried this bad boy out, and it doesn't seem to work. The blades will turn, but you go and cut grass with it, it just doesn't want to know. Let me just quickly put that to the test before I end the episode. Can I actually attach it? Because I've pushed it to one side. Whoa, steady. Nope, won't let me do it. Oh, there it was. There it was. Okay, so now we're attached. So let's quickly just go outside here and start the mowing. So cruise control, lower machine is R. It seems to set and start. Z. I'm pretty sure this is a friggin' mower. Yeah, you're mowing grain. So you're mowing grain with the grass mower, but the grass mower, as we can see, doesn't work. Because as soon as you raise it, it turns itself off. Lower it. Oh no, that's getting off. Donut. R and turn on. Nothing is working. Unless, of course, this will only work on fields that have got grass on. But you would have thought it would have worked around here, because you aren't buggered if I'm going to be walking all the way around here with a strimmer. Yeah. So anyway then, ladies and gents, we put it to the test. It doesn't work on that, so I might try it later on. There is a grass field up there. Yeah, we'll try it. I might buy that one, and the grass that we gather from that could be used for the cows perhaps. So anyway, if you like today's episode, please leave us a like. If you're new to the channel and you want to see some more, please subscribe. Any comment you'd like to leave, please feel free. I know we've already done that once, but a second time doesn't hurt. Catch you next time then. Love to you all. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.